greatest friends, because you are here every day to cooperate in the study of these glorious Shastras. Welcome you all heartily with all gratitudes as well as respects. So, to the congratulations, Abhinandanas for you, along with lots of conscious wishes and prayers that this beginning which you made towards the truth never stops till the truth is reached, and even beyond, where we become the instruments in the hands of the Lord to serve the other beings towards their adhyatmika pragati. Lokasevaka Adi Ardi Vyaktitwas, focus on them, not forget them. They keep us inspired because something substantial is there for us to do and achieve. So, to the Anugraha of Brahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Jagan Matru Tattva, Devata Gana, Guru Gana, Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Gana, never forget. Among all these, whatever we have time, we have ability, accordingly, the respective upasanas, sadhanas we do to invoke their grace. As with the given abilities, we start doing what we have to do, the further required abilities for higher sadhanas will be given to us. Friends, today also let us revel in our effort to study our Shastras. To begin with, Shwethashwathara Upanishad, third Adhyaya, Brahma Swarupa, Lakshana, being told for us to contemplate to realize it. Then we'll have our Srimad Bhagavad Gita, very profound subject. Vinashamaveyasya nakaschit kartumarhati. What a confidence, fearlessness, assurance that shloka gave us. Then the next one, which we'll study today, Antavanta ime dehaha, is again very sublime for us to know the limitations of the upadhis. Therefore, keep them at the distance wherein they don't bind us. These two texts we'll study. Then we'll go to our Gita Adhenam. Mandukya Adhenam during daytime. Gita we have concluded yesterday for the youth in our 888 days. Very soon, some other text will start for them. In the evening class, Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayanam, again, reminder about Tattva, giving a chance for us to deeply contemplate because of beautiful questions by Ram Bhagwan and patient answers by the Guru, Sage Vasishthaji. Then Shankara's Prashnottara Ratnamalika, how wonderful it was yesterday. The three Prashna, three Uttari we have seen. Skanda Puranam in the Brahmottara Kanda, inspiring us. Yesterday, day before, we saw Shiva Mahima, Shiva Nama Mahima, Shiva Upasana Mahima, Shiva Kshetra Mahima, Vishesha Rupa se. Yesterday, we saw the Gokarna Kshetra Mahatmyam, which is there in Karnataka. How inspiring it is. Wow, it was so good. And wherever our physical body permits, go to those kshetras and do sadhana. When that permission is not there, wherever we there, mentally we can reach to those places and feel the divine presence, feel our presence there. Then we can do those sadhanas. After all, Desha Kala are in the mana only. But when it is possible to go physically, better to go because it is always more convenient there because of the vibrations all around, which you must be knowing because of your repeated pilgrimages. Now, friend, today we'll study our Shwethashwathara Upanishad, Trutiyodhyaya. Before that, as we started yesterday, Purusha Suktam. Today also, few mantras, meaning very superficially, we will see. Then we continue our Parayanam Purusha Suktam once, then enter into our Tattva, our Adhyayana of the Upanishad. Yesterday we have seen up to this mantra. E, mm, एतावान् अस्य महिमा अतो ज्यायागश्च पुरुषः. The whole world is the mahima of that Purusha only, and Purusha is even beyond that. Then Padaha Asya Vishwabhutani. All beings are only a part manifestation of Him. Tripadasya Amrutam Divi. The unmanifest in the form of the world. That portion of the Parabrahma Tattva is Tripad, three quarters. This quantification is not exactly that way, just for our understanding sake. Then Tripad Urdha Udait Purusha. Purusha in his three pada always established there. Then Padaha Asyaha Abhavat Punaha. That one part only keeps on allowing Jagat to manifest and go back. Tata Vishwang Vyakramat. In this way, in the entire universe, the Paramatma is occupied, permeated. Sasana Nashane Abhi, both. Ashana, the eating beings. Anashana, non-eating things. Means being living beings and non-living things. Both are that way permeated by that Purusha only. Keep in your mind. This is one portion. Second portion is how the scene creation, which is in front of us, has come up as it is said in all Upanishads, Shastras, Puranas. This Purusha Suktam precisely tells. Thank God we have studied some of them, therefore we get an idea to grasp what is said here and what is said there is said. First, Tasmat Virad Ajayata. From him alone, the Brahmadeva, the Virat Purusha came. Virajaha Adipurusha. But when the Virat Purusha came, the Parabrahma Tattva, Paramatma has not gone away anywhere. He is there as Adhisthana to this Virat Purusha. Virajaha Adipurusha. Sajataha, that Virat Purusha, having manifested, Atyarichyata, through all this tapasya, as we see in Bhagavatam, he has become sufficiently powerful to do the work for which he has got manifested. Then what did he do? Sajato Atyarichyata, Paschad Bhumim Atha Puraha. Then he allowed the Pancha Bhautika Srushti to happen along with Puraha, the respective dehas for all the jivas. This is all we see in our Bhagavata, very spashta rupena. In almost all Puranas, the Srushti Prakriya is told. The Parabrahma, the Ishvara, the Hiranyagarbha, and the Mahatattva expressing as samishti ahankara, in that the three gunas are there. Therefore, sattvic, rasik, tamasik ahankara, sattvic ahankara adhisthana devatas, rajasik ahankara jnanendriyas, karmendriyas, antakarana, tamasik ahankara tanmatras, from the tanmatras the panchamahabhutas, the combination of the panchamahabhutas making stula panchamahabhuta. With that, all the stula shariras are made into that. The Jnanendriya, the Karmendriya, the Antakarana enter into that. Even Adhisthana Devatas enter. Then all of them are enlivened, empowered by the entry of the Purusha, the Paramatma. This is how we have seen. So same here it is said. Paschad Bhumim Atho Puraha. So it's all indicatedly said. With the background of those Shastras, this can be clearly understood. Then Yat Purushena Havisha Deva Yajnam Atanvat. These Devaha, Devatas, or mainly this Brahma Deva, using the Purusha himself, Parabrahma himself, as Havish, the thing to be oblated or offered. Yat Purushena Havisha Deva Yajnam Atanvat. The Brahma Deva started doing the Yajna by using the Purusha as Havish. What Yajna it is? the Srushti Yajna. In brackets, Sthiti, Laya, all. What do you mean by the Purusha used as the Havis here is the Purusha Tattva is kept aside as if forgotten or hidden. Then the entire world is projected on him. मतलब क्या हुआ? सिंपली परमात्मा को दाव पे लगाकर सृष्टि का निर्माण किया गया. If it is said in this way, you can catch it. That's the meaning of Purusha used as Havish. We are all doing that only. भगवान का त्याग करके जगत को सत्य मान. Means the non-apprehension of the reality followed by the projection of the unreality. That is the technical way. That is said here in the form of yajna. So the Brahma Deva did the yajna. In that, what he was doing the creation. In yajna, you have to offer the havihi. What is the havis here? Purusha himself. What is the subtle meaning of that? Means Purusha is hidden. On him, the creation is projected. Yat Purushena Havisha Deva Yajna Matanvana. And in that yajna, the things that are projected are given. Vasanto Asya Asid Ajyam, the Vasanta Ratu as the Ajyam, Grishma is the Ithma, means the Samidhas, Ajyam is ghee, Sharad Havihi, the Sharad Ratu is made as Havihi. So through these all the Kalava Prakriya, the Srishti came. That is the idea. Then Saptasyasan Paridhayaha. In this yajna, the 7 layers of the yajna are there. Then Trisaptaha Samidaha Krutaha. 3 into 7, 21 Samidas are made and offered. So from this, the Pythagoras theorem and all of them were derived by those very sublime scholars of Sanskrit. This is how the whole creation, very mystically, it is said here. Little bit we are trying to feel it. The Sapta Samida Krutaha. Then Deva Yad Yajnam Tanvanaha. See that? Now in this doing that yajna, always the yajna pashu is required. So Deva Yad Yajnam Tanvanaha Avadnan Purusham Pashum. देखो वो पुरुष को ही उन्होंने पशु बना के बांध दिया. Is it not? In Taittariya and all those languages we studied, Tat Srishtva Tadeva Anupravishat. Let me see how it looks like. The creation made by me with that idea. Simanam Vidarya Etaya Dwara Prapadyata. And Simanam Vidarana Karike, the Lord entered. When he entered, there with Stula Sukshma Karana Sharira, he got enchanted. Then he stayed there only. Like the son in law, invited by the parents in law, goes there for 1 or 2 days. उनको वहां के all respects इतने अच्छे लगे कि he started staying there only. Ayana is bound. So this is how the Purusham Pashum Abadnan means the pure Purusha has become Pashu now. How? Having entered these upadhis, got identified. Now he is Jiva. Jiva is a Pashu. But what is that Jiva Bhava? Who is he? Paramatma only, no? Conditioned by the upadhis. So this is how in each of the Jivas, the Purusha only is bound as Jiva Pashu in each of the beings. So Abadnan Purusham Pashum. Tam Yagnam Barhishi Praukshan Purusham Jatam Agrata. Then all the created beings were purified by offering the waters through the Barhishi, the Kusha grass, etc. Tena Deva Ayajanta. Then through that yajna, the first created were the Devatas. Who are they? Sadhyaha. Devatas, Sadhya Devatas, then Rishayaha, the Saptarishis, all of them. They are all Purusha bound through the Upadhis only. And in them, Guna ke Anusar Taratamya is there. And then in the creation, each one were created their roles. Like anything, a company you start. In the company, what you want to produce. For that, what are the things required? Then different people are invited, called for interview. Then each one is given different posts. And the production unit, the packing unit, the dispatching unit. Don't you make it so? In any sport also. All let us play the play, let's say cricket. So that they are brought according to their talents, they are trained and they are given work. some are batsmen, some are bowlers, some are keepers. इस तरह से होता है. Here also in the creation, देवाः अयजन्त साध्याः ऋषयः. Then from the same tasmad yajnat sarvahutah. From that sarvahuta yajna only sambrutam prusad ajyam came out all the ajya adi, the required khurak for all the living beings. Then pashogastag chakre vayavyano aranyan gramyas. From the yajna only all the pashus are manifested. Which are they? Vayavyan, aranyan, gramyan. The vayavya pashu are all the birds. Aranya are the jungly animals. Gramyaha, the animals which are domesticated. They all are, that's how through that yajna they all have come. So this Purusha Suktam, which can be spoken for 3-4 months, every day 1 hour, taking each aspect very exhaustively. For a true seeker, becomes a very good text for reflection and study. It opens up so many sublime truths, secrets. They are revealed. In short, the whole creation is nothing but yajna only. That respect, reverence to all these happenings we should have. And only two things we have to do. One, whatever the job that's given to us, recognize it and do it perfectly. The other job is we have to go back to our identity with that Purusha only. That's it. मेनली ये बातों को पकड़ना, इसको पकड़ कर ही बाकी सब, इसको छोड़ दिया तो फंस गए. आई एम हियर ओनली टू डू टू थिंग्स, वन माय आउटर ड्यूटी, सेकंड माय इनर रियलाइजेशन. दैट्स इट. एनीथिंग एल्स इज मिसअंडरस्टैंड, delusion. So in this way, tasmat yajnat sarvahutah. From that sarvahuta yajna only. सर्वहुत मीन्स सर्व इज परमात्मा. परमात्मा का ही आहुति हो रहा है वहां. मतलब he is being concealed, on him these things are projected. That's the meaning of ahuti. Like when I do adharma, it means I have done the ahuti of dharma. If I do papa, that means I am doing the ahuti of the punya, isn't it? If I am extremely rajasic tamasic, that means I have done the ahuti of sattva. Isn't it? If I am too much caught up in my friends and all, I have done the ahuti of my respect and seva to my parents, like that. If you are going to every other program throughout the day, not coming to the class means you have done the ahuti of the class. Swaha kar diya. Here also, on the Purusha, the Paramatma. See, the Jagat is projected. So, Purusha का वहाँ आहुति हुआ. पुरुष ही सर्व है, इसलिए सर्वहुत आहुति, सर्वहुत यज्ञ है ये. उसमें इन दैट तस्माद यज्ञात सर्वहुतः रुचः सामानि जग्निरे ऋग्वेदा सामवेदास have come chandagamsi jagnire. The variety of chandas, 11 of the meters they have come. Tasmat yajuhu tasmad ajayata. Yajurveda also came from that. Then tasmat ashvaha. Then came ekecha ubhayadatah, which have the jaws upper and niche. Gavoha jagnire, cows. Tasmat jata ajavayaha. All the ajavayaha, the goat family. Then yat purusham vedaduhu katidavya kalpayan. That purusha who came, Virat Purusha, in how many ways he is kalpita? Mukham kimasya, what is his face? Kau bahu, what are his hands? Kau uru, which are his thighs? Padav kau uchyete, what are his feet? A question in this only asked, and the answer is given. Brahmana mukhamasya asit. The face is Brahmana. Then Bahu Rajanya Kritaha. From the Bahus, the Kshatriyas have come. Uruta Dasya Yad Vaishyaha. From the Urubhaga, the Vaishyas have come Padbhagam Shudro Ajayata. From the Pada, the Shudras have come. So again, when this is said, main thing to be understood are all Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra are from the Purusha only. Like in me, my head, my hands, thighs, legs, all are me only. तारतम्य नहीं करना. How do you say the legs are less important than the head? है ना? No, no, no. Head can think and understand where to go. Okay, but can you go without legs? Therefore, as at the time of thinking where to go, head is important. Equally important are the feet when actually we have to go. Therefore, which is important, both of them? Question is wrong. Therefore, how can a wrong question have right answer? Each are important in their own place. Can Brahmana Kshatriya do the work of Vaishya? No. Therefore, Vaishya is great in his own work. You cannot compare my right hand, left hand, right leg, left leg. They are in their own position perfect. Like in a car machine, which part is important if you ask? Even every bearing, ball bearing or whatever you call it, is also equally important because it is doing its own work. In its presence only the total is moving, isn't it? तो ये जो चीजें हैं ना, धीरे धीरे we have to उससे ऊपर उठना है. Then only we'll be able to become quite calm, pure in the heart to contemplate on the self. The higher truths can be revealed only to the one who is in this way balanced by foregoing all the differentiations because of differences. सत्य का उसी को पता चलता है जो इन डिफरेंसेस को छोड़कर उसके परे जाता है, अदरवाइज उसी में फंसा रहे. Anyway, so in this way we have seen it. We have some more mantras. I think tomorrow we can conclude them. Now let us chant. ओम अथ तैत्तिरीयारण्यकान्तर्गत तृतीय प्रश्नान्तर्गत पुरुष सूक्तम्. ओम तच्छम्योरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपाद स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं उतामृतत्वस्येषानः यदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतोऽज्यायागश्च पौरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवे त्रिपादोर्ध्व उदयित्पुरुषः पादोऽस्येहा भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत् शासनानशने अभि तस्माद्विराडजायत विराजो अधिपूरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चाद्भूमिमथो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वत वसन्तो अस्यासीदाज्यं ग्रीष्म इध्मः शरद्धविः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः त्रिसप्तसमिदः कृताः देवा यद्यज्ञन्तन्वानाः अबध्नन् पुरुषं पशुं तं यज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमग्रतः तेन देवा अयजन्त साध्या ऋषयश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः सम्भृतं वृषदाज्यं पशोगस्तागश्चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः ऋचः सामानि जग्निरे छन्दागंसि जग्निरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त ये केचोभयादतः गावो हजग्निरे तस्मात् तस्माज्जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषं व्यददुः कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहू कावूरूपादा उच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः ऊरो तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यागं शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षोः सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षं शीर्ष्णौ द्यौः समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशश्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागम अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदन् यदास्ते धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहार शक्रः प्रविद्वान् प्रदिशश्चतस्रः तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवते नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः अद्भ्यः सम्भूतः पृथिव्यैरसाच्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताधि तस्य त्वष्टा विदधद्रूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवते नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीराः परिजानन्ति योनिम् मरीचीनां पदमिच्छन्ति वेधसः यो देवेभ्य आतपति यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मये रुचं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वशे ह्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यो अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ व्यात्तम् इष्टं मनिषाण अमुं मनिषाण सर्वं मनिषाण ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. Wonderful. Today's common sense thought, friends, very simple. Key. We have to be theoretically pakka in all these jnanams. We have to be practically pakka in all these jnanams. For our lives, steadiness in its safety, security, and growth or evolution. Both pakka theory, pakka jnana. Anywhere we miss, there we suffer. One, so we have to have the tattva jnana and tattvanubhuti prayatna rupi sadhana, which our Upanishads teach us, which is very essential. Without Siddhanta Jnana, we will not know the Lakshya. Without doing sadhana, we will never reach the Lakshya. So, the Tattva Jnana, Upanishad Jnana, Vedanta Jnana must, and Abhyas. So too we need the Upasana Jnana. Upasya Devata is very much there as long as we are at the Upadhi level. When we are the Vyashti Upadhi, the Samashti Upadhi, Ishvara is there. So Upasana Jnana very much required. Then through the Upasana to that Upasya Devata, definitely that Prakriya is there of getting blessed by him. That's what all Purana Itihasas show us. Just because I am Vedanti, I should not neglect this invocation of the Samashti Ishvara. Otherwise, I can't do sadhanas. I cannot proceed. That's the meaning of Mama Maya Duratya. Mamevaye Prapadyante. Maya Metam Tarantit. Many Vedantins neglect this aspect of Upasana at that level. Yes, Bhagavan Adi Shankara, all of them tell, we also agree that Upasana Shrito Dharma Jate Brahmani Vartate Pragutpatte Rajam Sarvam Tenaso Kurpanasmataha Ato Vakshyamya Karpanyam Ajati Samatam Gatam. All these Mandukya Upanishad, we know, we have studied. Ki wherever we are at the Upasana, Upasya level, we are Kripana. Because in Brahman, there is no Ishvara, no Jiva. Ultimate. But to reach to that level, to rise above from the level where we are, we need the Alambana of the Ishvara. Otherwise, why? In all the Vedantic Shastras also, the Upasanas, etc. are told. Variety of sadhanas. Hai na? So therefore, Upasana Jnanam, Upasana also, which theoretical knowledge we must have and do it also. And the purpose is not anything outer, but only the inner self. Puranas help us. 100 times we might have seen in our Skanda Puran Parayanam, even in Bhagavatadi, every of these great bhakta saints, sages, having invoked Varmatma, from him they asked the Tattva Jnana only. गीता में तो कहते हैं तेषामेव अनुकंपार्थ है ना मच्चित्ता मद्गत प्राणाः बोधयन्त परस्परम ऑल दिस इज द भक्ति ओनली कथयन्तश्च माम नित्यं तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च so don't neglect that aspect and that really happens the Ishvara Anugraha say so much of the obstacles are removed so much of the empowerment happens which is very very essential. Same way, the third jnana we must have that of complete understanding about our own deha, indriya, prana, mana, buddhi, vasana, ahankara, upadhis. Where they go wrong, how they become impure, how they become weak. So how to purify them, how to strengthen them. Very essential knowledge this also. Again, as a Vedanti, many of us neglect it. That's why little Siddhanta Jnana may come to us, but still we remain only at the Upadhi level bound. The same Rajogunas, Tamogunas. क्योंकि समझ नहीं रहे कि मेरी बुद्धि अभी तमस में है, मेरा मन अभी रजस में है, मेरी इंद्रियां शरीर तमस में है. I have to bring them out of that. Who will do it for me? That's why most of the Vedantins become escapists on the name of Vedanta and withdrawal. They become lazy and they become Akhanda Mandalakara. And they need 20 disciples to do all seva to them. It's like doing to a buffalo only. 20 people have to take it, wash it, and all. That's laziness only. Our Gurudev is best example. He never allowed any of disciples to come near only throughout his life. He was never ever. He is doing all his work by himself. Whichever he cannot do, he will give others the work. But he was never lazy at all at the Upadhi level. In many other cases, we see आध्यात्मिकता इसी तरह लोग कभी कभी हेट करते हैं. Like in your own house, coming to the classes, and otherwise, other than the class time, if we are not helping at home, they will just call us only lazy, not sadhakas. They feel disturbed with our presence. That's why उपाधियों को भी हमें बचाते रहना है, उसका ज्ञान होना है, ऑब्जर्व करते रहना है. What state of gunas my upadhis are now. Always try to maintain them in सत्व गुण. जरूरत है वो ज्ञान चाहिए पूरा. Third, fourth one is व्यवहार ज्ञानम. We can never neglect व्यवहार. Slightest mistakes in व्यवहार can become big obstacles to our spiritual sadhana. That's how you can see in various places the curses are given. पुराण इतिहास में पढ़ते. Why curse? Because व्यवहार दोष. We are in this world. We just started sadhana. So व्यवहार को भी सब disciplinedly with all dharma we have to do. About that also we need to have jnana. We cannot be aloof all the time. No, we have to be with the people. Otherwise, when I am aloof, either ego will grow or laziness will grow. Only when I am with the people, then I will be out of that ego, laziness, many other negativities. So, Vyavahara Jnanam, Upadhi Jnanam, Upasana Jnanam, Tattva Jnanam. All of them we have to have theoretical as well as practical. None of them can be neglected. And then it takes years, lives together to become paripakwa in all this. Take it as challenge, keep on joyfully adding the knowledge, becoming practical. This can be explained for hours together, but main idea is given. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya. ओम येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं बधवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। निधये सर्वविद्यानां विजये भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम गुरुपुङ्गवपुङ्गवकेतनते समतामयतां नहि कोऽपि सुधीः शरणागतवत्सल तत्त्वनिधे भव शङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम्। ओम ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यमेकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्तसाध्यसाधनानुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्तऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञ याग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृदेशधर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्करभाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः पारायणम् फ्रेंड्स फ्रॉम 11 to 15। ओम सर्वाननशिरोग्रीवः सर्वभूतगुहाशयः सर्वव्यापी स भगवान् तस्मात् सर्वगतः शिवः महान् प्रभुर्वै पुरुषः सत्त्वस्यैष प्रवर्तकः सुनिर्मलामिमां प्राप्तिम् ईशानो ज्योतिरव्ययः अङ्गुष्ठमात्रः पुरुषोऽन्तरात्मा सदा जनानां हृदये सन्निविष्टः हृदामन्वेषो मनसा विक्लुप्तः य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ते सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदकं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उतामृतत्वस्येषानः यदन्नेनातिरोहति। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। So beautiful mantra. We have seen the 14th one. सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः पुरुषः सहस्रपात् पुरुषः सह पुरुषः भूमिं विश्वतः वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठत् दशांगुलम्. So all heads means antahkaranas, eyes means jnanendriyas, pad feet means karmendriyas. All of them basically first belong to Purusha. Then to us as jivas given later on. That's why they're taken back also. So he is the one. The Purusha is a Purusha's Vishwarupa here. The whole universe is the Paramatma's Vishwarupa only. Nothing is away from him, apart from him. That's what's a very, very important shloka to come out of our own specified, separated individuality, and also to stop differentiating other people also from Paramatma, and also to stop keeping away Paramatma from us. I am away from Paramatma, Jagat is away from Paramatma, Paramatma is away from me and Jagat. This Bheda is samsara. That slowly has to go away. This knowledge is the one for that purpose. Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha. Imagine that all heads are his only. Hands are his, legs are his, all indriyas. He will only expressing through all of them. Like it's electricity's parts, all the electrical equipments, because without electricity they won't function. So without Paramatma, none of them exist. Paramatma is the Atma, all of them. Therefore, the Paramatma के ही ये सारे शिर अंग प्रत्यंग है. Then Sabhumim Sarvatah Vrutva. Sarvata means Antarbahi. He is the one inside and outside of the entire Bhumi, means universe, means cosmos. The word, whenever it said Antar, immediately you have to catch that as a substratum. Bahihi, the moment it is said, immediately catch it is, he is even beyond all of that. You know? Like the gold is Antaha and Bahihi of the ornament. Means what? Antaha means as substratum to that ornament. Bahihi means what? That gold is not conditioned by the ornamentation. Antar Bahischa, that Sarvam Vyapya. Narayana Stitaha, in the Narayana Suktam. Here also. Sabhumim Vishwato Vrutva. Vishwata means Sarvataha. Sarvata means Antaha Bahihi. Vrutva means Vyapya. Then the next word was very important. Atyatishtat Dashangulam. We have explained that ki Dashangulam means Atyatishtat Atitya Bhuvanam Samadhitishtati. From that projected manifested world, he is untouched. Feel the meaning of it. The ornamentation, its Rupanama, never touches the substratum, the gold. Here also, the world which is projected on Purusha will not touch the Purusha. Purusha is 10 inches always away. 10 inches away is to say that he is untouched by whatever is superimposed on it. Like the rope is 10 inches away from the garland, from the snake, from the hose pipe, from the bhuchidra, from the jaladhara, which are projected on that rope. 10 इंच अलग होता है वो रस्सी. अर्थ क्या हुआ? It is not touched by the snakes, all aspects, garlands, all aspects, etc. That's the meaning of Dashangulam. Sorry, Bhuvanam Samadhitishtati. Atitishtat, Atitya Bhuvanam Samadhitishtati. Dashangulam means Anantam Aparam Ityartha. Dashangulam also means what? Atyatishtat is different. हो गया. Dashangulam means what? Anantam Aparam Ityartha. You know? Like among the entire land that's there, how much is the land cultivated? Is very little. Uncultivated is Anantam Apar. So to amount of the oceanic water, how much water is getting the shape of wave is only a superficial water. The unwaved water is Anantamapar. In the same way, the space, how much of the space grossified to form the, let us say, the all the stellar things, the planets, the Milky Ways, or even the solar systems, how much of the space condensed to become this is very less only. The space which is subtle, not become any of these things, is Anantam and Apar. Means that from Earth to Moon, in between space only is there. From Earth to the Sun, in between there is space. So how much is the space which has not become sun or moon? Space only, grossified are all these things. In the same way, the Paramatma is Ananta and Apara. A part of him somewhere, these all universes, you can use that plural, you are a Vedanti, nothing to worry, are just manifesting and unmanifest. You know, Atyatishtat Dashangula means that. Then comes Athava, another meaning is Nabehe Upari Dashangulam Hrudayam. Above the navel, Nabhi, Upari, Upar, the 10 inches is the heart. the spiritual heart. Okay, tatra adhitishtati. So here you can say uh, Antarbahishcha Narayana. Sabhumim Vishwato Vrutva. He is the one who is totally permeating. Here the Bhumi means our own Stula Sukshma Karana Shariras. And for our recognition, where is available? Dashangulam from the Nabhi Atyatishtat. From the Nabhi above 10 inches distance is the Hridaya. In that Hridaya, Sushira or Akasha, that Purusha whom we started discussing as Angushtamatra is available for our recognition. देखो इस शुरुआत में सुनने के टाइम ना all of them appear to be vague or hopeless or meaningless, but 100 times when we listen the knowledge becomes stronger. Then we start having faith. Then we have to start searching for that Angushtamatra Purusha in the Hridaya Sushira. That's how all the people, having repeatedly heard from the Gurus, develop both information and faith and inspiration. Then they become antarmukhi. They keep on searching, searching, searching. One day they realize that Angushtamatra Purusha, and he alone is me, and he alone is everything. Up to this we have said, Nanu sarvatmatve saprapancham brahma syat. If the Brahman is the Atman of everything, then the Brahman has become prapancha yukta. तो ब्रह्म में द्वंद्व द्वैत आ गया. Then Brahma also is samsari. Therefore, if I realize myself to be Brahma sthiti, then I will also continue to be samsari. Why so much struggle of giving up everything to realize Brahman, after which again the samsara continues? See? स्यात् क्यों? ननु सर्वात्मत्वे स प्रपंच ब्रह्म स्यात्. Why? Tad vyatirekena abhavat. You only told, no? Without Brahman as substratum, none of the prapancha will be there. Yeah. So from that side you said, but this side मेरी तरफ से भी थोड़ा सोचो. If Brahman is substratum of everything, nothing can be there without Brahman. Therefore, Brahman alone has got all this dvaita in him. Saprapanch ho gaya Brahma. Very good question. A subtle thinker should have this question. And the answer is very important. है ना? The answer is at the our present level of ignorance, our present level of life, for teaching us the Brahman, all these prakriyas are used. Ultimately, if you see, the Brahman is always Brahman only in him. None of the things are created. It's all shifting our attention from the manifested to the unmanifested. Just like even though we don't see the unmanifest Brahman in the manifest Jagat, still the Brahman is there. In the same way, when visualize the unmanifest Brahman, this Jagat will not be there and will be there also. Our drushti should be shifted to that. Very, very peculiar. Luckily, Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana is giving all clarities to us to all these questions. Vasishta ji's Kripa and Karuna. Okay. So, what is done here is what? There are no two things, that there is Purusha and there is Jagat came out of him. No. Purusha alone is Jagat. ये सारे समस्याओं का हल कर देता है. That is the next mantra. पुरुष एव इदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं उतामृतत्वस्येषानः यदन्नेनातिरोहति. पुरुष एव इदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं उतामृतत्वस्येषानः यदन्नेनातिरोहति. Literal meaning, then Bhashyarth. Literal meaning is Purusha eva idagam sarvam. Whatever you are seeing as idam, that is Purusha only. In fact, the idam seeing aham also an idam to that Purusha, the conscious self. And that idam rupena, Drashta, Drushya. Both of them are Purusha only. And that's why when we are in that Drashta, Drushya Vyavahara, Purusha is not seen. When we are realizing the Purusha, Drashta, Drushya difference is gone. Therefore, idam sarvam Purusha eva. Very, very subtle analysis. Again, I'll repeat. For me, there is idam, seen by me, and I am the aham, seer of that idam. So, aham idam bheda. This idam and aham, both are idam only to the consciousness inside me. Because the consciousness in me is conscious of aham also, idam also. Siddhanta Jnanam. Because we are lost in aham and idam, the pure consciousness is not being aware. On the other hand, when we apprehend the conscious self, both aham idam disappear. Sadhana में क्या कहते हैं? Like we are seeing same in Yoga Sister, Ramji is insistently asking, tell me that upaya by which the idam is totally eliminated, so that the corresponding aham also goes. Then aham idam rahita, shuddha aham or shuddha brahman I can realize. So Siddhanta Jnana is what? When the aham idam we are lost in, the Brahman Atman is not seen. When the Atman Brahman is seen, aham idam goes away. The sadhana is what? There where we are caught up in aham idam, one of them you drop, the other also goes away, and the substratum is realized. So yesterday Rama's question, same this was. है ना? दृश्य सत्ता है तो दृष्टा है, दृष्ट सत्ता है तो दृश्य है, दोनों में एक है तो बंधन है, दोनों में एक चला गया तो मोक्ष. Very good. Sri Ramji is telling Vasishti and asking him, tell me that upaya by which atyanta abhava of the drishya happens. Therefore, atyanta abhava also drashta happens. Therefore, that self which is expressing as drashta and drishya, I can realize. Same is here. Purusha eva idagam sarvam. Not only now, yad bhutam, past में, yaccha bhavyam, future में आने वाला. So, like every wave at present is nothing but water. All the waves of the past also were water, would be waves also are water only. Every example, all pots right now are mud. All earlier pots, coming up pots, both are mud only. All ornaments right now are gold. Earlier all ornaments were gold, आने वाले भी they are gold only. Yad bhutam, yad bhavyam and idam, purusha eva. Rejection of total nama rupa. Because he alone everything. नाम रूप व्यवहार के लिए दिया जा रहा है, एंड दैट व्यवहार के लिए दिए जाने वाला नाम रूप डिफरेंशिएट कर दे रहा है, एंड डिफरेंशिएशंस आर क्रिएटिंग संसार. दैट इज द सटलेस्ट पॉइंट वेयर वी हैव टू कैच. And for the sake of vyavahara, the name and form are given, and the given name and form have become more important. Thereafter, the vyavahara is becoming samsara, the Paramatma is totally forgot. That is the Mahamoha Mahamaya. Those who catched it, they are really lucky at this point. Okay, then Uta Amrutatvasya Ishanaha. In fact, he is the Lord of the Amrutatva also. In that, when you worship him, his blessings give you Amrutatva, or when you identify with him, you are Amrita like him. That's what was said in the earlier mantras also. Ya etad viduhu amritaha te bhavanti. Ya etad viduhu amritaha te bhavanti. Those who know that self, they become immortal, or Amrutatva se Ishanaha, both are same. Then yet annena atirohati. He alone is becoming everything of this world, which is growing because of the anna. Is annena atirohati means all jivas, etc. Now what Bhashyakara guides, let's see. Ki purusha eva idam iti. I am commenting on this mantra. Purusha eva idam. Are you ready? Ready. Then purusha eva idam sarvam. All that is purusha. Now भाष्यकारा यद अन्येन अतिरोहति यहाँ लाकर जोड़ रहे हैं. तो he says idam sarvam yad अन्येन अतिरोहति. By consuming the food, whatever is growing. Okay. So yad annena atirohati. So yad idam drishyate vartamanam yat bhutam yat cha bhavyam means bhavishyati. All of that is Purusha only. Here annena atirohati means one gross meaning is all beings who by consuming the food they are growing. So this again has correspondence with the Saptanna Brahmana of the Chandogya Brihadaranyaka Upanishads, and it also has got the Shodasha Kala Purusha of the Prashnopanishad. So Paramatma alone has become like all jivas, he alone has become like all the anna, and those jivas consuming that anna, they are growing. That natak is going on. That's why in Taittariam again, having realized the self, that realized master starts singing Ahamannam, Ahamannam, Ahamannam means I am food, I am food, I am food. Ahamannado, Ahamannado, Ahamannadah. I am the eater of the food also. How one is Anna and Annada? Only when on the substratum these two are superimposed. That's a play Leela going on without anything happening. Actually, finally. So, annena atirohati is that one meaning. Second, anna means maya. Atirohati means projected. So, everything that's projected out of Paramatma's maya, called as the entire world of past, present, and future, which is experienced by us as idam, is Purusha only. Purusha eva yad annena atirohati idagam sarvam yetu bhutama yetu yacha bhavya. Bhavya means bhavishyat mein aane wala. So food eating and consuming all beings is one meaning of Annena Atirohati. If you call Anna as Maya, Atirohati as projected. In the past, present and future, all the Rupanama that are projected on Paramatma by Maya Shakti is nothing but Paramatma. And like the pot maker's mind projected pot out of the mud is nothing but mud only. The goldsmith's mind projected ornament on the gold is nothing but gold only. In the same way, परमात्मा के माया शक्ति से जो रूप नामात्मक जगत इदम वाला पास्ट प्रेजेंट फ्यूचर में प्रोजेक्टेड है, all of that is substratum wise परमात्मा only. So therefore परमात्मा द्वैतवान हो जाएगा करके जो ऊपर के श्लोक में ऑब्जेक्शन था, वो इसका आंसर इधर हुआ, द्वैतवान होने के लिए देयर इज नथिंग अदर देन परमात्मा, एवरीथिंग इज ही ओनली. हो गया बात. If there are two, you can say this is different from that. No, Purusha eva idagam कह दिया तो मुंह बंद. See the power of that. See the power of that Vedantic vision. You know, the other day I told you, one stupid fellow was trying to tell a sadhu, Hindu sadhu, about Jesus is that God, this great. He said, after listening all of that, Acha, you said about Jesus, no? That is me only. I am the, this fellow got flabbergasted only. Because that Mahatma who studied Vedanta and has gone beyond all the Ishvara Jiva Jagat Bheda and Dvaita, how can there be anything other than the Brahman? And how can he be other than Brahman? He says, I am. That's what in our all text Narayanoham, Narakantakoham, Purantakoham, Purushohamisha. So all devatas are expressions of Brahman, and I am Brahman. Therefore, all devatas are me only. That's a higher level you have to evolve. For that, you have to give up all the upadhi तादात्म्य. That's okay. साधना की बात है वो. But सिद्धांत की बात हम जब कह रहे हैं, so is it not the power of that Vedanta? Everything is Brahman. I am Brahman. Therefore, I am everything. There is no separation. Therefore, there is no fear. There is no attachment. There is no selfishness. Because in duality only these nonsenses are all there. When I discover myself to be you and you as me, if at all there is only one expression of love. I can't be afraid of you because you're not other than me. I cannot dislike you because you're not other than me. I cannot like you because you're not other than me. I can only love you because I love myself. And we love that which gives us happiness. Self being of the nature of happiness, the love self is loved. That's it. Why Atma is Priya? Because it is Ananda Swarup. And everybody seeks Ananda. So here what we are seeing is Purusha eva idam sarvam yad annena tirohati yadidam dushyate vartamanam yad bhutam yadcha bhavyam bhavishyati. All of that is Purusha. भाष्यकार ने बोल दिया हमको. So we try to analyze it. Because if you say Purusha is Sarvayapaka Ananta, everything should be here only. But still our likes, dislikes, vasanas, our habits, our bhogasaktis do not allow us to accept this knowledge, just like the desire of the youngsters to watch TV, watch cinema doesn't allow him to accept the words said by the parents. कि चुप बैठो घर में बैठ के पढ़ाई करो. They are not saying wrong. He knows it. But he can't accept them because his mind is conditioned by all those desires. Same way, Purusha alone is everything. It's a fact. Sometimes we understand, but we don't accept because we are habituated to live an isolated life of separation from the totality with the upadhis, which is moha, which is the cause of all limitations, which is the cause of all dukkhas. All these shackles, breaking them is the job of the Upanishadic Jnana. And a sadhaka, what he has to do is break all these limitations and discover his oneness with the infinite. Then play the game of finite with the upadhis. Then it's more no more a samsara. मजा आता है ये सारे बातें पूरी तरह if we can understand and if we can lift our life to that level. May all the gurus, Ishvara bless us, Shruti Mata bless us. May we use those blessings and grow. Then Purusha eva idagam sarvam yadbhutam yacchavavyam yadannena atirohati. Then the next one is Uta Amrutatvasya Ishanaha. What is the meaning of that? Kimcha Uta Amrutatvasya Ishanaha means Amaranatva Amarana Amarana Dharmatvasya Kaivalyasya Ishana. Two meanings. He is the bestower of the Amaranatva Kaivalyatva. Two, when we identify with him, we also become Amarana because he is the birth and deathless person. Birth and deathless expression, the reality. That way is the Ishana. He is the Ishana. How? Because he is of that nature. And what is the meaning of being Ishanata? The Ishwaratva of the Amrutatva. That when we identify with him, we become immortal. That's why in that Kathopanishad, Yameva Esha Vrunate Tena Labhya. When we desire him, we get him. We get him, we become immortal because he is immortal. Other than him, everything is projected and everything projected gets rejected. Therefore, all of that is mortal. In mortality, there is nothing but fear. In fear, there is nothing but misery. Misery is equal to samsara. So, if you want to go away from the misery, from the samsara, the only and also the fear, the only thing is that Amrita Swarupa Paramatma Tadatmya we have to develop. Realizing that theoretically we have to engage in that sadhana. Go on rejecting the Upadhi Tadatmya, go on identifying with the Paramatma Tattva. These two put together is called Vyatireka and Anvaya sadhana. मनोबुद्धि अहंकार चित्तानि नाहम न च श्रोत जिह्वे न च घ्राण नेत्रे न च व्योम भुवि न तेजन वायु. All of that is the Vyatireka sadhana. What is Anvaya? Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivo. सारा ये knowledge सुन के in us the knowledge should become stronger. It will happen when we do vicharana contemplation after listening. Then start living that knowledge as it is gained. Then in due course all the vasanas, ajnana, they all go away. That's called as jnana abhyasa. With the jnana abhyasa, the ajnana abhyasa, ajnana misconceptions, ajnana samskara, they all go away. One day suddenly we realize I am Brahman, which was ever there. हमेशा हम ब्रह्म ही हैं. गलत फहमी गलत काम के कारण हम गलत में फंस गए और सही चीजों से उसको निकाल दिया. जो हम हैं वो हमको पता चलेगा. So this Amritattva se Ishanaha, little bit is there. We'll see that. Then go to the next two shlokas in which all upadhis are attributed to him And then in the next sloka, he is told to be free from every upadhi. So this is how, by this type of listening only, we, through all contradictions, rise above all contradictions and reach to that which can never be contradicted. Vedanta ki mahima hi mazedar. May we become more and more interested in wanting to dive deep into the Upanishadic Brahma Jnana. May we give sufficient respect, Shraddha, and time to that. May it happen to us very soon. It's already late. Om Purnamada Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Come for Gita 15-20 minutes.